Like the commission today didn't vote, but had the sentiment to go with the design build option
Right.
instead of doing it where you design it separately from building it. Why did you support that? And being a member of the beach district, how important is it to expedite this process?
Well, it is the beach water line, so it's very important. We do have a bypass, but it's not quite fully tested yet, so we're not quite on the bypass line. And I just feel like with the contractor and the engineer working from the very beginning, they can overcome the obstacles much faster than we could if we were to separate the two processes.
The temporary line isn't hooked up yet.
No, they're
doing. A little concerned that, like, if this one under the bridge busts, that there might be a.
I don't believe there's any critical concern for the pipe that's in the bridge, but the temporary line is not fully tested yet. So if there were a critical failure and we had to go on the bypass line, it would be without full testing.
I guess the leak is on and off now.
It's very intermittent. Yeah, it's very intermittent. We have a camera on it. We monitor it daily. So sometimes you'll go in there and there'll be a leak, and other times it's bone dry.
Having to go underwater is more expensive, isn't it? Than going in the bridge.
Absolutely.
So, do you have any idea what that's going to cost? I guess you don't know until
We don't. All we know is what the costs were for the West Bay Bridge and the Deer Point Dam, and so you can kind of guess. This is obviously a lot longer of a bore, a subaqueous bore, but I think obviously we'll be paying very close attention to the price and pinching pennies.
So to do it design build, how does this work? You go out with an RFQ and you ask firms to give you qualifications? How does that work?
The contracting firms will submit qualifications, and we will grade them, and those grades will be submitted for the procurement process, and that gives us the ability to choose the firm that we felt like was best qualified.
So they would pick the engineering firm they would work with.
That's right.
That'd be part of their proposal.
That's right. That's exactly right.
And what Robert was talking about is hiring an engineering firm totally
separately, do an RFQ for the engineering firm and an RFQ for the contractor. And so the engineering firm would be separate, and then they would work together. And I think the three of us just think that it's better for them to work from the start together, that the contractor chooses the engineering firm. That way they work in concert from the beginning.
Because he thinks it could save money going his way. It sounds like you think design build may be able to way to save money.
I think both options are very practical, and it's just a difference of opinion. I don't think either one is an issue. I think our staff will do a fantastic job of watching the money, and I also know that the contractor we choose will be more than qualified to do the job at the best price.
I mean, there's probably not a huge number of firms that do this anyway. When they be tapping into the same pool.
And that's kind of why I chose the way we did. With it being such a specialized project,
right?
I feel like we want to choose the contractor that we want to choose, not the lowest priced guy. Sometimes the lowest price, you don't always get the best project.
It seems like there's some hurdles you got to deal with. Underground utilities.
There's a lot of stuff going on underneath. There's the old bridge spans. There's debris. There's a pipeline under there from TECO. There's one to the Navy base. So there's some obstacles, but the engineering firm will tackle those on early and in the beginning.
Thank you, Griff.
Thanks, John.